Hi guys, here's an interesting video that's been on my heart to do for quite some time. Electronics in magic. Now to the lay audience, you see many miracles, but you don't realize there's a modus operandi behind it. All of my fellow magicians know what I'm talking about. Probably the first pioneers in electronic magic was Robert Houdin. Even though he was a watchmaker, he used electronic principles such as a light and heavy chest. And also, let's see, there was a gentleman from England. He was a British magician named Neville Mascaline. He used several electronic effects, such as he developed a telepathy type of thing with Morse code from a remote, so it would give the impression that he's communicating with his assistant. And he also used an early form of a flashpot. What he did was push the button and made a flash of smoke appear. And so it went on and on. And his grandson, one interesting note was Jasper Mascaline. He was the war magician. He didn't do anything with electronics, but interesting man. During the Second World War, he camouflaged tanks and he made them apparently vanish. They weren't there in plain sight. So he definitely helped the war. Look him up. He's a fascinating man. Then, of course, there was a few people that came along. One was from Pittsburgh, PA, where I'm from right now. The great Del Rey. I actually knew Del. We were friends. And first time I saw him, I was absolutely amazed. And he showed me quite a few of his effects backstage. We were on the same bill. 1986, maybe 1985. Great man, great man. He's the person that really got me into electronic magic. Here's his bear. That was Butch. Butch would incessantly pour a drink and take a sip, even though Del would tell him, no, don't drink anymore. Then a few years later, I found out about the man, the myth, the legend, which is Anvertie, Tony Anvertie from Holland. Highly recommend looking into his magic. I have probably the world's largest Anvertie collection. You can see many demonstrations of me performing his effects. Anyway, let me show you what got me into magic. These three books, I've had them forever. And I believe it's 1964, which is the year I was born. Uh, One is called Model Radio Control. It actually shows the infancy of RC principles. Fascinating book. Transistor Projects, another interesting book. And I've actually, when I was a kid, I built many of these things. There's even a skull in here that clacks its jaw. Some amazing ideas, way ahead of its time. Electronic games, fascinating. When our son Michael was in grade school, I built him a little project to take to school. It was a penny pitching thing, and it would go on a board. And when it would go onto the washers, it would complete the circuit, and a buzzer would go off. So all the parents at the science fair and everything really got a kick out of it. But these are pretty amazing books. In 1974, I'd say, maybe 75, Bud Morris came out with a book called More Magic with Electronics. And this is what really stimulated me as a teenager. And I built many of these effects. There's not many drawings in here, only a few, but the ideas are really cool. He teaches you how to cannibalize toys and make things. It's really neat. The one thing I did want to bring up is he mentioned something called a Model 90 pneumatic timer. I usually do not show things of this nature, but this is unique. Seldom seen today. It's like an air tank. It'll complete the circuit when you push the button. The air will push the valve up. Once it touches where it's supposed to touch, the circuit will be completed. It'll activate whatever item you'd like to activate if it's wired in series. There's a thumbnail on here that you can adjust. It'll go from 1 second to 60 seconds. Really an amazing piece. I've used these for many years. They're hard to find. They're very expensive. All right, but yeah, there's some interesting, let me just finish this up. Okay, here's something that's actually kind of cool. Maybe I should pull this back a little bit. We magicians were able to find playing cards for many years. I mean, it was just amazing. We're going to place this over here. Now watch the duck. Once a card is selected and you place the cards into the roulette, you, the performer, can stand completely away. Yet, watch. Oh my goodness, he's winding up for the pitch. There you go. He's going in. Oh my goodness, look at this. And he'll select the playing card. And of course, the card can be removed from his mouth and you can show it to the audience. And that's how you would find a selecting playing card. So for many, many years, we magicians have found things with electronic base. Oh, look at this. It's smoking. Yeah. All right, we'll put this over here. Now, what if your playing cards during a show are a little bit far away and you can't quite reach it? Well, this is where you have a little bit of magic happen. Ah, there you go. That's fantastic. Look at this. It'll bring the cards to you. And you can do your manipulations or what have you. It just so happens I have a paper bag here. We're just going to more or less fan these out to show they are indeed all different. I'm just giving you a sample of some of the things that we've used throughout the years. After you make your card productions, you can either drop it into a top hat or a paper bag. It really doesn't matter. All right, and make it vanish, make it reappear. The bottom card here is the Jack of Spades. You might not be able to see it too clearly, but watch what happens. Oh, wow. And you drop these down inside of the bag, and yet when you stand clear of it, now you can do this in a top hat as well, but it just so happens I have a bag here. And whoa, the cards come up. So there you have some unique pieces of electronic magic that I've either collected, built, or transformed throughout the years. Hey, thanks for stopping by, guys. Have a great day. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Share my channel to all your friends. I promise you more and more interesting items.